Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net, and today I'm playing with the gorgeous Ice Cream Swirl bundle. I have fell in love with this bundle. It's got the dies, and these are the dies here. It's got these confetti ones that match with the confetti on the stamp set. It's also got a wrap for the ice cream cone, so you can put some paper around your cone. It's got the outside of the cone which folds and makes a mini card. You've got the embossing part of the cone. You've got the outside of the ice cream plus the inside, and that gives it a layer. You've got this ring donut. I think it looks like a party ring if you're from the UK. The strawberry, you've got a waffle in it, and you've also got a cherry. Now, Simply Sparkling, I've played with quite a lot on my channel at the moment, and as you can see, I've got loads of little bits already cut and coloured from there, so I might mix that up with some of the cards I'm making. There's already Blueberry Bushel with blueberries in, Apple Harvest with apples in, and Sweet Citrus with all these citrus bits in, and that comes with a coordinating embossing folder. So today I am going to be making a whole host of cards, lots and lots of them as mass production, and I'm going to be putting them out over my channel one a week for the next X amount of time until I run out of them. And this is going to be the precursing video to all of them, okay? So if you want to get straight into this project, you've already seen the start of it, go to about 2.5 minutes in and you'll be able to see the project for today. But this video is just going at the start of every single one of them. So what I'm doing is I'm popping all of my pieces onto my blocks, and I'm going to be using my Memento ink, and I'm going to be stamping it down. Now, because that die for the cone is rather large and it goes up to the top part of the card, you can see I'm doing it at the edge so that it's not going to be cutting into the rest of my basic white. And I am just going to fill this basic white with as many different ice cream pictures as I can. Then I'm going to spend some time colouring them all in, die cutting them all out, and then that will be when I start the card. And that's why I said, if you've already seen this front bit, skip to about 2.5 minutes in and you will get the full card. So these donuts, and they are donuts because I watched a few videos from Stampin' Up and they've said that they're donuts in them, but I think they look like party rings. If you're in the UK, I love party rings. I don't know if they come in other countries as well, but they're like a biscuit with icing on the top, and they are amazing. So I'm dead glad that they've got them. Now, what I'm going to be doing for this video is, instead of colouring them in now, I'm going to be die cutting them all out, and that's why I've cut the paper down so I can fit it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I've got all these pieces, and then I'm going to colour them in their relevant video because some of them will be using different colour schemes. Okay, so this is them all already die cut out and ready to go. Let's see what today's card is. And here's today's card. This one is for my partner, Mark. It's his birthday in January and he loves ice creams. If you ask him his favourite food, he'll tell you it's ice creams. Now, I always make girly cards. I can't help it. Just by fun, I just always seem to make them back looking girly. And I did definitely want this to be for Mark. So I did it in Starry Sky. His favourite football team is blue. So I thought that would kind of make it into a man card for him. And then I could continue to colour in my ice cream pink. So I'm using an embossing folder on this. I've cut the cardstock down. So it's 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres. So it will stick on my card base and allow a frame around it. And I've used this cute embossing folder, the quilted one that actually gives these waves behind the ice cream, which I love because it looks like the swirls of the ice creams. And I'm sticking that down now. And as you can see, it's got that fun frame around it, so it does stand off from the card. I'm going to be popping the ice cream on there, but first of all, I need to colour it. I'm going to be colouring this around the outside of the image, okay? So if when you die cut your images, you get just a little white sort of, I like to call it a halo. And if you see when I just put that down on the card, on the left-hand side, you can see where that halo was. But by colouring it in Starry Sky, which is the same colour as the cardstock, when I put that down on the card, you're not going to see the outside edge. So I'm going completely around the image and I'm colouring that in so it looks like the full image is on the card. The other way you could do this is fussy cut it, and fussy cut it in really close to the line so that the black line shows. But I just find this a little bit easier and it gives it a little bit of room for error. Okay, next up, some colouring. So I'm going in with soft suede, and I'm doing this in light and dark soft suede. I'm just popping a few little marks on the cone just to emphasise the hashtags that are there. And then I'm just having fun dragging this colour along. I am really, really enjoying blending this cone. This is crumb cake. This is the dark crumb cake. And the thing for me with blending, and I've said this in quite a few videos, is I really love it and I enjoy it, but I like it when there's a big open space. And that way you can get some really good tones going, you can really blend in. Quite a few of the images that I colour in seem to be either florals or things that are very fine detail. And you can't really get as much play out of your blends there. These big spaces are where you're going to get a big play. This is light soft crumb cake. And then I'm using Bubble Bath in here. This is the dark Bubble Bath, and I'm just going around the edges of these lines just to give it a little bit of a shade. What I would say is I wasn't purposely thinking of going for pink to start off with because it was a boy's card, but Mark's favourite ice cream is Raspberry Ripple. So that's why if you're looking at it thinking, well, she's purposely failing at doing a boy card by making a pink ice cream. His favourite ice cream is Raspberry Ripple. So I'm now going to stick this up on dimensionals, and you'll notice here what I'm doing. I'm popping the dimensional on the cone and then sticking the ice cream on it. Now the thing to note with that is the top part of the ice cream is now already one layer higher than the cone, and I'll explain that to you in a bit. For the party rings, or the donuts, if you want to call them donuts, but I'm convinced these are party rings, I'm colouring in with the soft sky, so it mirrors the actual background of the card and makes it again a bit more masculine. And I'm doing every other stripe. And then I'm coming in with the light crumb cake and popping that on there just so it's got a bit more of a tone. And I have decided I was going to go all the way around with the dark like I had done on the ice cream, but I actually decided to fussy cut close to the line on this because I had coloured it in the soft sky, sorry, in the starry sky. Bubble Bath, light and dark on the cherry. And I'm also going to do a strawberry. I didn't have a raspberry stamp. I was looking at all my stamps and I was like, I must have a raspberry for the Raspberry Ripple, but I didn't. So I decided to put a cherry and a strawberry on there, and then I'm just going to build it up. Okay, so I'm popping dimensionals on the top and I'm popping glue on the bottom. And that was when I pointed out that the top sat one layer in front of the base. You can see why that was so important. So it continues to prop the top up. And then I'm just going to pop these bits on at random places just to make it look fun and build the card up. I'm doing these flat. And then I'm going to stick the strawberry actually on top of the ice cream at the top and just hope that Mark thinks it's a raspberry. These are our metallic enamel effects in white, and I'm just dotting these around the card so that it looks like hundreds and thousands, you know, like the shaker sort of, I'm trying to think of what they are. The shaky bits that go on ice creams, hundreds and thousands. And I've done that with a silver as well. So we've got a few different colours going in, and I'm also coming in with a gold so that they definitely look like those, again, hundreds and thousands. I'm hoping that's universal for all markets and you all have hundreds of thousands. And then finally, a sentiment. So I've picked up birthdays from one of the annual catalogue sets, again with Starry Sky. And I'm just going to chop that down. I'm not going to do anything really massive with that because I feel that the rest of the card is already looking really good. And I'm just going to stick that onto there. You'll notice I did go into the Y. And again, because of the image being one layer already up, I've put the Tombow on the one side and popped up with dimensionals on the other. And here's the finished card. What do you think? If you like it, please do give me a thumbs up, as it really does help my video content. All of the items are available from my store, slimandstylish.stampinup.net. And if you've never been to my site before, please do subscribe for more content. I will see you all again soon. Let me know your thoughts on this card below. Bye everyone.